Hi, we're going to talk about corporations. uh, I hate this. I hate it. I really don't want to be talking about this, but unfortunately, it's all I've been seeing for the last month because it's Pride Month. And because of that, corporations have been doing their normal corporate thing and trying to market and make money off of it. And I have always held the position that rainbow capitalism is a net good in a capitalist system, right? It's ultimately a indication that we at least have public support because corporations would not try to profit off of us if we weren't profitable to begin with. That said, a lot of corporations just kind of, say the quiet part out loud and admit that they don't actually give a shit about us by doing stuff that shows that. Oh man, I just realized since we're going to graphic design will become the problem with rainbow capitalism. You're fine. I would rather there be like, people in graphic design doing this than like not. Like I don't know if you like are part of the queer community, but like I would assume so anyway. Yeah, a chance for better representation if nothing else. So it's good. It's good. However, there have been some things recently that kind of suck. So let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about the entire month's worth of this that has been going on. So I have a bunch of articles here talking about this. Um, one of which we're going to start with the first one and then we're going to get to the other one last. All right, here we go. I have a couple articles about this. I just kind of want to go over a little bit of a timeline. We're going to start here. Target Pride Backlash exposes rainbow capitalism problem, designer says. This is the designer for the Target Pride collection. We are very queer. Good. I would rather you be in rainbow capitalism, doing rainbow capitalism, than non-queer people. No? At least you're getting paid for it then. At least money is going to the queer community in some form. But we're gonna look at this, okay? So if you don't remember what happened, this happened around the time of my last stream, somewhere around there. Target started getting harassed the way that Anheuser-Busch did. You remember that? You remember Anheuser-Busch doing a advertisement spot with oh, what is her name? What is her fucking name? It escaped me. Uh Holy shit. You can tell my brain is like fried tonight. Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney. Thank you, Storm. You remember when Anheuser-Busch did the spotlight with Dylan Mulvaney, and then a bunch of conservatives got like really, really butthurt about it, and just like went wild, like harassed her, harassed people at like Anheuser-Busch, like sent death threats, like the whole 9 yards. And then what did Anheuser-Busch do? They caved. They stopped the advertisement campaign. They apologized for offending people. Fucking snowflake. And they caved. Which, by the way, is bad. And they should feel bad. It was bad of them to do that. They should have stuck to their guns and kept all of that up. Because unabashed queerness in the face of people who want us dead is what we need right now. Yeah, Storm, it is really great that like showing trans support gets you bomb threats and no one cares. That this like seems to just be a thing that we've accepted. So what then happened when this happened to Target? What do you think happened when Target did their Pride collection? Well, a bunch of conservatives got ass mad and went on to TikTok and started making TikTok videos accusing them of being like demonic or some shit. And what did Target do? Do you think Target, known supporter of the trans community, known gay supplier of all things fun and queer, do you think Target, some might call queer Walmart, stuck up for the trans and queer communities? Do you think they said, no, actually, we're not going to cave your shit because we actually care about these communities, and we think it's important to represent them. No, of course they didn't. They immediately caved and started taking down their Pride collections or moving it to the back of the store. They immediately, just like almost immediately, they were like, "Okay, yes, sir. Sorry, we are sorry we offended you." Random person on TikTok. Republicans are fucking snowflakes. Just want to point that out. It gets worse, by the way. This didn't just happen twice. It's always a pattern. Yeah, fingers crossed this doesn't become a trend. So let's take a look at the timeline here. The definitive guide to the anti-woke protest from Bud Light to Target to the US Navy and everyone else. Yes, you heard that right, US fucking Navy. So we've got Adidas. Critics jumped on the sportswear brand for a trans-inclusive swimwear marketing campaign, including swimmer Sharon Davies, a frequent critic of trans women participating in women's sports, who tweeted the hashtag Adidas hates women. This happened literally the day after I went into the hospital. Bud Light. We just went over that. Chick-fil-A. Fucking Chick-fil-A. I remember seeing the tweet. Does anyone else remember the tweet? If anyone has the tweet and wants to like link to it while we're doing the segment, I would really, really love to look at it. But does anyone else remember the tweet? I remember the tweet. Chick-fil-A like put a post saying that they had like, they valued equality and diversity. The actual fuck that did I miss? Oh, you haven't seen the tweet in that space. Don't they always financially support anti-gay legislation? Yeah, but here's the thing. This is what I was going to explain to you. So the Chick-fil-A thing, it was literally just them saying diversity and inclusion is a value that we have. Hey, look at this black person that we have on our board. Hey, look at this woman that's serving on our board. That was the whole thing. It was like literally like gay people weren't mentioned once. The word trans was not in the post at all. It was literally just like the most milquetoast fucking like, hey, we support diversity thing. And that was enough, by the way, for people to start like harassing Chick-fil-A and boycotting Chick-fil-A. All right. Since none of you have seen the tweet, I'm going to find the tweet. Hold on. I hope it didn't get deleted. I hope it didn't fucking get deleted. We're going to find the tweet because it's important. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, this one. Did anyone see this one? I made so many jokes about this. Yeah. I loved it. Oh, I didn't even see. I wasn't even paying attention. Thank you, Sammy. But yeah. Okay, so Chick-fil-A. Then we got Cracker Barrel. Anybody been to a Cracker Barrel? I have. Cracker Barrel's fine. Not amazing, but it's fine. It is a good old Southern tradition, though. Go to Cracker Barrel immediately after church. Once famous for discriminating against its own LGBT employees, faced outrage after making a post in honor of Pride Month and for its commitment to DEI, leading to one user to tweet the instantly memed phrase, "Cracker Barrel has fallen." You've never been to a Cracker Barrel? You're missing out. Some good Southern cooking. Yeah, Cracker Barrel literally posted a picture of like it was a chair, one of their like rocking chairs that was painted rainbow. It actually kind of went hard. I actually probably would have bought one of those. Their fish and chicken were decent. Yeah, that's true. They're not amazing by any means, but like they're good. I like their pancakes. Cracker Barrel has fallen. Soon to be a D&D campaign. But then it gets better. Okay, so we got Ford. Critics, including conservative pundit Dave Rubin, recirculated a 2-year-old campaign in which Ford, in response to internet trolls, built the Very Gay Raptor, a Ranger Raptor adorned with rainbow colors that has appeared in promotional material and at Pride events. Garth Brooks. The country music star sparked some backlash from right-wing fans after he said he would serve every brand of beer, including boycotted brands like Bud Light, at his new Nashville bar, Friends in Low Places, telling customers, "If you're an asshole, there are plenty of other places on Lower Broadway." I believe he also like literally like called people assholes at his concert. I think I saw that from Merrick. Yeah, again, conservatives are weak. This is like, by the way, the reason why I'm not like angry about this is because it's actually really funny how fucking fragile conservatives are, that they're going after these brands. But let's continue. We've got Jack Daniels. Soon after the Bud Light controversy began, Tritt and other critics dug up a 2-year-old Jack Daniels marketing campaign featuring drag performers from RuPaul's Drag Race. a 2-year campaign. They just like they're like, okay, we got to get them for all of them. We've had this for years. We've been angry about this. Holy shit! Have they targeted Subaru yet? It's a major brand. They need to go. True, they haven't realized that Subarus are driven exclusively by lesbians. All right, Kohl's. The retailer came under fire on social media for its Pride collection, which includes clothing for children and babies, sparking calls for a boycott from conservatives, including Fox News host Laura Ingraham, who suggested on Twitter the company, quote, does not respect common sense or the American ideal. Die mad. Die mad. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the baseball team, came under fire from some Catholics. It's always fucking Catholics, by the way, including advocacy group Catholic Voice and Senator Marco Rubio, after it planned to honor the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, a charity that raises money for LGBTQ causes and performs in drag dressed as nuns at its Pride Night, causing the Dodgers to uninvite the sisters, to the outrage of the Dodgers' other LGBTQ partner groups. By the way, that's fucking disgusting. Why would they uninvite them? Fucking cowards. Yes, that is a great charity name. The MLB was targeted for making tweets in support of the LGBT community and changing its Facebook profile picture to a rainbow logo for Pride Month. A classic show of pride during Pride Month. Corporations showing their pride. Some were quick to note it changed the profile back to normal the next day. Fucking cowards, all of you! Didn't they invite them back and apologize? If they did, great. If they did, great. I'm not going to look into it much further because it's bad enough that they did it anyway. Mark Cuban, the billionaire, called wokeness good business, citing top companies like Apple and Microsoft, which support the LGBTQ communities, as examples, though his comments faced pushback from conservatives and fellow Shark Tank judge Kevin O'Leary. Fuck these people. By the way, whether or not, all other things aside, Mark Cuban is at least correct on that front. This is good business. Yes, they have no spine. Miller Lite, a months-old commercial for Women's History Month in which actress and comedian Ilana Glazer promotes the company's commitment to recycling old advertisements it deems sexist to create fertilizer to brew more beer, resurfaced in mid-May and caught the attention of Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro, who slammed identity politics. By the way, it was never about gay people. It was never about the children. They just hate fucking everyone that are not straight cis white men and rich people. NASCAR, the racing organization, tweeted in support of Pride Month, drawing criticism from conservatives, including pundit Mark Levin. But Representatives Ted Lieu and Mark Pocan quickly came to its defense on social media. Well, at least someone did. Literally. NASCAR, Nike. Nike did a Dylan Mulvaney advertisement. Nike was condemned by Olympic athletes Sharon Davies and Caitlyn Jenner. Fuck Caitlyn Jenner, by the way. Absolutely fuck Caitlyn Jenner. Just shut the fuck up forever, please. Go away. The North Face, the outdoor product company, unveiled its second annual Summer of Pride marketing campaign featuring drag queen and environmentalist Patty Gonia to urge customers to enjoy the outdoors, quickly sparking outrage from critics, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, who accused the brand of sexually targeting children. What the fuck? Marjorie Taylor Greene is clinically insane. I literally believe it. Clinically insane. The Oscars. Right-wing critics on social media targeted the Academy Awards for a new set of rules governing Best Picture nominations intended to encourage diversity, though some falsely stated all nominees must meet an on-screen diversity requirement, which is just one of several standards that could be met for eligibility. Yes, targeted them with a Jewish space laser. Starbucks! The coffee company debuted an ad in India depicting a father reconciling his relationship with his trans daughter, which some labeled sweet and groundbreaking, though it attracted criticism from Shapiro and other commentators. I'm going to get to that one too later. Keep that one in your back pocket, in the back of your mind. Target. We got Target again. For selling trans-inclusive swimwear. Though many on social media spread misinformation that tuck-friendly swimsuits were sold for children when they were only available in adult sizes, die mad. Please go away. And then the U.S. Navy. The Navy deleted posts it made for Pride Month. Fucking coward. I'm on Bad Empanada's side now. And quickly replaced a Pride-themed Facebook cover photo after generating backlash. Yes, the Navy is known for being made up of almost predominantly gay people. How? Isn't this great? Okay, and then we're gonna get the last one here. Starbucks workers are striking over pride decorations. Here's what we know about the union's clash with the company. We're going to get into a little bit more of the rainbow capitalism portion of this. So, some Starbucks workers affiliated with Workers United pledged to go on strike on Friday, more than a week after a clash with the company on social media, in which the union accused corporate leaders of caving to anti-LGBTQ sentiment and banning stores from decorating for Pride, which the company has forcefully denied, clarifying that retail stores can choose whether to decorate. Can they though? Can they though? Because it's not just those stores. I've seen the social media posts. A lot of stores being told not to decorate. Workers from more than 150 locations, including the Seattle flagship store, will strike over the next week in protest of what the union says is the company's hypocritical treatment of LGBTQ workers. So essentially, what's happening with this is Workers United is striking because Starbucks is broadly telling people not to put up pride decorations, which, for the record, because that would be considered like a unilateral like policy change without actually bargaining with the union representative. That's why they're striking. It's not just because they're telling people not to put up the decorations. It's because of the lack of bargaining involved in that. But yeah, Starbucks is one of them too. So let's talk about this for just a second. Okay, we've gone through the timeline. We've looked at everything that's been happening. Why does this matter? Why do we care? Because it's not just funny. It's not just funny that conservatives are this butthurt over companies that they keep like giving backlash. Here's the thing. So a lot of these companies keep putting like LGBTQ related material out there. So like in the case of Target, there's a lot of like pride themed clothing that they put out and pride themed objects. In the case of like the North Face, we heard about like their stuff that they were like their products that they were putting. Starbucks has pride themed cups that they release usually every year. I think there's been a few years they haven't, but like they usually release like pride merch essentially. Like these companies are profiting off of the LGBT community. But then they're caving to these littlest, tiniest bit of pressure from conservatives who are just mad that we exist. And that is what is fucked up about this. Because it really shows like the quiet part. You know, like we all know that rainbow capitalism, we all know that companies are just doing this to like make money. They don't actually give a shit about any of the queer people that they employ or that they are, you know, that are buying their products. They don't actually care about us. But they pretend to. They pretend to care by making stuff that they know people will buy because they support the LGBT community, that they support the queer community, and they make these products and they, you know, profit off of it. And some of them are designed by queer designers. Like the Target stuff was designed by queer designers. I think the Starbucks cups were designed by queer designers. Like they sometimes do work with the queer community to get these things out, which is obviously a good thing. But then we have shit like this, where the littlest like amount of pressure, and again, we don't know specifically why like Starbucks is doing it. Like they didn't it's mentioned that they had like backlash, but I don't remember it being as bad as the other companies. So we don't specifically know if they're doing it for that reason, but a lot of these companies literally just did. Like the next day, they stopped doing any of the stuff related to Pride. That's fucking dumb. If you're gonna support us, actually fucking support us. Actually, like, show up. Stop just like making money off of us. None of this is like worth the money, right? All of this shit is not worth it when you're literally like giving credence to the like arguments of these people by caving to them the minute that they just start literally throwing tantrums. As an ex-contract employee of Bank of America, their pride marketing is bullshit. I was required to use my dead name on the phone. That's disgusting. Like, actually. All of these fucking companies, stop pretending that you actually care. Like, usually, don't get me wrong, I am the person that will sit here and defend rainbow capitalism to my grave, because I do ultimately think that it is a good thing, in the sense that if we live in a capitalistic system, it does indicate that we're on the winning side. But this shit indicates how little they actually care, and it also is a good reminder that we can't just rely on that. Because that is the opposite side to rainbow capitalism. While it is a good thing overall for the indication of public support, there is kind of the other effect where that public support allows people to kind of get placated. They kind of just assume that everything is fine, that there's nothing more that needs to be done, that we don't have any more work to do. And we obviously very clearly do, because these companies are still caving to the slightest amount of pressure from conservatives. This stuff sucks. All of these companies, every single one of them that were mentioned here that immediately caved. Let's see. Which ones immediately caved? Bud Light. The Dodgers, MLB. Oh, at least Molson Coors defended their campaign. So good on them. They did better than Anheuser-Busch. Was it Starbucks, Target, the Navy, fuck the Navy. All of these companies can go fuck themselves. All of them. Sorry, this stuff sucks. And again, I will defend the concept of rainbow capitalism in the sense that it is better that we are profitable than if we are not. But this shows we have a lot more work to do. Don't forget that. It is very fun to sit here and make fun of conservatives. And I will continue to make fun of conservatives for the rest of my life. It is very funny how fucking fragile they are. But this shows that we have more work. And we have to keep. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I just kind of wanted to go through that and talk about it. Yeah. So I will see you next time. Hi, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to support the channel further, consider leaving a donation at streamlabs.com/sagealexis/tip, becoming a channel member by clicking the join button, or going to patreon.com/sagealexis and becoming a patron. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.